Okay. So how have you been? Anything new?
Me? Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Bill first.
Both of you.
No, me. I got my echocardiogram on Monday. I get to go and do that. And Thursday, I get to go see my doctor
Okay.
for my get my stuff on the A1C and all of that. So I'm looking forward to next week.
Did they say anything about the swelling?
No, I actually got messages from both my cardiologist and they said it's probably from standing because I didn't do a lot of walking. I wasn't doing a lot of walking. I'm just standing. So when I walk, it goes down. It's back to normal.
Yeah.
So since when was that? Last Friday I messaged you. Since then I've been feeling good.
Good. Very good. What about the compression stockings?
I bought the newer ones, the lighter compression.
Okay.
And I'm actually wearing them now, and they seem to work.
Okay. Good deal.
Everything is. I don't have any swelling, and everything seems to be back to normal. The only thing I got is I still have, from the Canadian. I'm guessing it's from the Canadian thing because I'm fine when I'm home. Except for right now, we have the windows open. But when I'm home without the windows open and just the air on, I'm fine. When I'm outside, I take a little walk. I lose my breath until I get some air into my lungs again. So, and I did hear that's the one thing he did tell me, take antihistamine and what's the mucus, the liquid you take for the mucus.
Yeah, like Robitussin or something like that.
Well, no, I can't take Robitussin, but this is another one because it's not a DM.
Okay. Why can't you take Robitussin?
Because of the heart. That's what he told me. He said, don't take it because the DM is bad for the heart.
Oh, well, there is a Robitussin without the DM.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah, it's just the guaifenesin. That's the active ingredient.
Okay.
It doesn't have the DM, the dextromorphan.
Okay, so then now maybe I'll grab some of that.
Yeah. So the generic might be just called Tussin.
Yeah, no, this is actually it's $25 a bottle.
Oh my goodness.
It's
wow.
you see the little guy that looks like
Mucinex.
Yeah, that's it.
As soon as you said little guy, I got it.
Yeah. But it's $25 a bottle for that thing.
Yeah, so you don't need the brand. Just get the generic.
Okay.
Whether it's Walmart or Costco or whatever big box store you go to.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing. Now today, I'm sneezing everything up, so maybe it's finally starting to clear up here.
Okay. So
that's a good thing.
You're June, so shouldn't everything kind of be already bloomed and gone, or what?
Well, they're saying that it's the Canadian wildfires.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I've had it for a little over 2 weeks, maybe two and a half weeks, and that's when I started hearing about the wildfires.
Oh,
and
okay.
Now I was talking to one of my uncles who lives in New Jersey. They're getting it now.
Yeah. I was on a Zoom call earlier with a physician from New York. and she was getting hit. So
Right.
it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because that's my uncle and his wife. They're well, she's my age, and he's like 10 years older than me. And they got it this past week. And he
Okay.
said, we're just staying in the house because
Yeah, so
they're right outside of New York in New Jersey.
Okay. So the other thing you can do too
And
is called a nasal saline lavage or a saltwater rinse of your nose.
uh-huh.
That helps to keep all the allergens or the stuff that you may be breathing in from kind of absorbing into your body.
Okay. So maybe I go get that.
Yeah, and
To
that's
see
a
if
heck of a
they
lot cheaper than the little guy.
Mucinex. Yeah. Yeah, anything's got to be. When I saw the price of that, and you take a cap full, and it's more than a cap, but you're taking whatever it is, and I think I've taken a week's worth, and it's like 2/3 of the way gone.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but other than that, I'm feeling good.
Good deal. Good deal.
Oh, this is great.
And I love your weather forecast in the background.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to be planning a business trip there shortly.
Nice.
And I was talking to Maribel.
Good deal. Good deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, things are pretty exciting.
Yeah. And to Josie too.
Very cool. Very cool.
And to you about Mexico.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm eating dinner. I'm barely eating dinner.
No worries. No worries. So what kind of questions came up, Jovi?
For today, I know I haven't talked to anyone. I know Sarah got her spray, the Xanthan Mist.
Okay. Good deal.
So I told her to take the spray at night, twice at night.
So
So
2 sprays on each side of the cheek, right? On the inside of the mouth?
mhm.
Good. So it's a total of 4 sprays.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, let's tell her sprays. So 4 sprays
All
for
total.
her?
Yes.
Okay. I'll tell her then.
Good deal.
Am I doing it wrong then? Because I do 2.
She's been doing 2 sprays.
Yeah, it's
At
supposed to be 2 on each side of the
Oh,
inside of the mouth for a total of 4.
okay. I'll do that now.
Exactly.
How are you doing, Jim?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't sound very convincing.
That's as
Rita's
convincing as you're
here.
gonna get, Rita. It's as convincing as I'm gonna get. Well, welcome to Chicago, Rita.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it a lot so far.
Yeah,
How long you been there so far, Rita?
Since midday.
Oh, you just arrived today. Okay,
Yeah.
good deal. Did you fly into O'Hare or
I sure did.
Loveland?
Yeah, we ended up going to the American Museum. No,
The Writers Museum.
Writers Museum.
What's
American
that?
Writers Museum
Nice.
on Michigan Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've not heard of that. What is it?
So it's different writers from different centuries too.
Okay.
So it was very interesting. Yeah. They had pretty different writers on there, right?
My daughter,
Just
my
about
daughter,
everything you can think of.
my daughter went to Columbia, took writing, you know, that was her major. And she would go there regularly. So she dragged the old man there one time. It was very interesting.
So who was your favorite writer?
Which one's yours?
My favorite's E.B. White.
Not familiar.
He wrote Charlotte's Web, the
Oh.
children's book,
Ah,
and he wrote
yes.
The New Yorker, and he wrote a number of books.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Charlotte's Web I read long time ago.
Read it again; it's still good.
It's still good.
Okay. How about you, Jovi?
I
You-
liked Edgar Allan Poe was one of my
Seriously?
favorites. Hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So and then I was looking for a Hispanic first female Hispanic writer in the United States. It was in 1886. Her name was Maria de Ruiz.
Okay.
So it was interesting.
Okay.
She was in California. So she wrote little short stories.
Okay. So I'm kind of intrigued with the interest in Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, why?
I'm a
He's-
Poe fan too.
Are you really? I mean,
Oh yeah, love him.
he's kind of dark.
Yeah.
Um,
Little.
yeah. The Tale of the Telltale Heart and the Cask of Amontillado.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty interesting stories.
The Raven.
The Raven,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
That
the
was a
Raven.
poem.
We were talking about
But
that
it
one.
was, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, very interesting.
Hmm.
Okay.
You're like, it was different.
Oh, he's definitely different. All right.
Hmm. Yeah, just the history behind it was a little, I guess, awkward, I guess you can say. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit awkward.
You mean his personal history?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a
Mhm.
little. He was
A
a little
weirdo?
addicted.
Yeah. So,
But we're walking through, and I was like, "Oh, that's one of my favorites, and that's one of my favorites, and I read this book, and that's one of my favorites."
I didn't have as many as she did.
I'm a lot older than you are.
Like, I didn't have as many as she did. But just
Yeah.
the history behind it, I think is
Yeah.
interesting. Just going back and seeing the history of it it's really interesting.
And he's from kind of like the New England area, right? Like Massachusetts or something like that, if I remember correctly.
It was Massachusetts, yeah.
Okay.
Right? Massachusetts.
Yeah, but he lived in Philadelphia and he died in Baltimore.
Oh, she knows more.
Okay. Very cool. So what's the plan for the rest of the weekend?
Everything.
Everything.
We're going to Wrigley Field. We're going to see sunset on a rooftop. We're going to take the architectural tour down the river. We're going to the Blues Festival.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
We're doing lunch on Sunday.
Lunch on Sunday.
What else?
You're still jumping on, right, Dr. Phillip? It's around 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Did you
Central
send me an
time?
invite? Did you send me an invite?
No, you had mentioned to put you on Zoom with all of us?
Yeah.
Because I know Bill and Jim is gonna be there.
Send me an invite, because that's gonna be close to getting out of church time.
Okay,
So
Well,
maybe
that'll be-
I'm sorry, is it 12:30 Central Time?
12:30 Central Time, 1 o'clock. That's when we're getting there. So if you want to do a little bit later, we can do later if you want.
Yeah, unfortunately, for me, church starts at 11. So we're driving there at 10:30 my time, 12:30 your time. So
Yeah.
we won't be getting out of church until 12:31-ish, which would be like 2:30, 3 o'clock your time.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't
so,
know if we're gonna be all there
Yeah.
at that time.
yeah, maybe it won't work out.
Okay.
Where are we meeting?
Is Luminati's in Oak Park?
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
It's a crustless pizza, Dr. Phillip. It's healthy, and then a salad.
You're breaking my heart because it's not Giordano's.
Giordano's doesn't have the gluten-free one for me,
Right.
or for all of us. I'm like, for all of us.
Okay.
I think
Oh.
Pat's is the only one that has a cauliflower pizza.
Okay.
That's what Danny told me. Yeah.
Okay. I'll forgive you this time.
You'll forgive us. I know Chicago pizza without Giordano's, trust me. I've been
Yeah.
trying to tell them to try to do a crustless pizza or something,
Yeah.
because that's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. So I've never been on the architectural tour, and that's always been on my bucket list. So that'll be fun that you guys are going to do that.
Yeah. I've never gone. I know I've heard of it.
Mhm.
I've done one in San Antonio. So the San Antonio was very cool. And they went step by step, each architectures, the who built it and all that. So I know that they were telling me that that's the same thing here.
Yeah.
And they'll go step by step with each of the, I heard different stories of some of the buildings, how they built them,
Mhm.
that they actually have like rollers in the bottom just in case, like if there's any earthquakes or anything like that with the water as well.
Mhm.
It won't damage any of the actual buildings itself.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Hmm.
Good deal. So how long are you in town for, Rita?
Till Monday.
Nice.
Okay. Long weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm doing a podcast on Sunday.
Cool. Very cool. So you're going to do the testimonial thing with Christopher?
That's the podcast. Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. And what time does that start?
That's at 11 a.m. Chicago time.
Oh, okay. Are you posting that link somewhere, Jovi?
Hmm. Yeah, I'll be posting it either tonight or tomorrow
Good deal. Then I
to
can phone
submit
in.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can phone in and
You phone in and
Rita.
harass me?
Yeah.
Yes, right, Dr. Phillip?
You have to make it lively.
Right.
Or more importantly, harass Christopher because he likes to be so professional. It's hard for him to kind of break from that kind of image.
Mhm. Well, the first thing I'm going to do when I meet him is tell him I brought my interpreter with me.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, the New England accent is so thick, it's kind of hard to understand you.
Oh man. You guys are too funny.
Nice. Oh,
I'm like, you guys are too funny. So unless you want, well, no, we won't have time.
What?
On Sunday. I'll send you the link
you
to
guys
it,
going?
Dr. Phillip, because I know
Yeah,
that
please do.
there's a live broadcast, the telephone number as well. So I'll be posting it and I'll
Cool.
send it to you.
And then there's the replay, right?
And then there's a replay on YouTube and
Mhm.
I'll be posting that one because he uploads it right there and then.
Mhm.
So I'll have the link and I'll post it that same time.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, that'll be fun.
Mhm.
Chance for a shower from that same storm system, 71 degrees are high, so can you cool? We'll be back up to more typical.
We're gonna go meet with Fernando too, my cousin and Tony.
Okay.
So, because Tony's gonna take us up on a rooftop, so Rita can see the whole Chicagoland area.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
Are you guys doing a concert tonight?
there's a concert.
Wrigley, I saw just had the news on and they had something about a concert at Wrigley Field tonight.
Mm-mm.
And we were going to go
I don't even
to
know.
Wrigley
I don't
Field
even
so I could-
know.
so I could get a picture, but
Yeah, I don't
Hmm.
even know what concert it is. The Deadpool or something, whoever that is. I have no idea. I'm
Dead
an old
Mouse?
guy. I don't know these things.
That's okay,
Dead
Bill.
Mouse?
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's not my genre either.
Mm-mm.
He's a DJ.
Deadpool?
I thought that's
Deadpool's
what I read.
Deadpool's a comic book character.
Oh,
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, oh.
There's been a bunch of movies.
Huh. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not even a concert then.
We're going to go to the Blues Festival tomorrow.
Yeah, so if you guys want to
That's
join
fun.
us. Mm-hmm.
That's fun. I gotta work tomorrow.
Is that in Grant Park?
Yes. the
Millennium
Blues
Park,
Fest
yeah.
is-
Sorry.
yeah. It's still Grant Park, but yeah. I like how they change the names of everything.
I know, right? The Willis Tower. I still call
Yeah.
it the Sears Tower. They're like, it's Willis Tower.
No, Sears.
And I think
to
they just
someone at the
changed it
airport this
again,
morning.
didn't they?
I'm sorry?
Didn't they just change it again? Or
not
about to
sure.
change it again? I think
I
they're
don't
either
know.
did or are about to. They sold it again, the rights to the name.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
I was talking with someone at the airport this morning who is from Chicago. He was asking me what I was planning to do while I was here. And I was telling him about all the things we had planned. And he said, and I said, the Willis Tower. He said, you mean the Sears Tower?
Yeah, exactly. Us Chicagoans, we still call it Sears Tower.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I forget what they call the restaurant on the Hancock, at the top of the Hancock. But it was always a 95th floor to me. So they
Yeah.
start talking and they call it something else now. Like, I have
Do
no
they?
idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I always knew it as the 95th. Yeah, the 95th floor. Yeah.
Right. And now there's some other name to it. And,
Interesting.
we actually got to meet one of the managers from the place. Nice guy.
That's cool.
So everyone else is
Karen's-
kind of quiet.
I know.
I taken over. We've hijacked your session.
I know.
I just want to say hi to everybody really quick. I'm sorry, I'm in the car. I had an event that I was hosting, but I have a thought. I was talking to someone today about health, and how people, get scared of the word health like, wow, my health. Like you think going to the doctor, you're going to the doctor for your health, but it's our mindset, guys. It's the way we think. And I'm just like listening to your conversations, and it's nice to laugh. It's nice to be a part of something bigger, a part of our group. And as I say, I'm really proud of you all always showing up for yourselves and being a part of something that has so much support. And when it comes to our health, it's the people that we surround ourselves with that make an impact in our life. And I just wanted to say, thanks for being here. And I enjoy being a part of this group for my own mental health.
No, thank
Yeah.
you,
And I
Karen.
agree there.
Yeah.
I
And that
agree
joke,
completely, Karen.
yeah, because it's like we're all from different parts, right? I mean, I'm a Chicagoan myself, actually, and I was going to tap in and say at Marshall Fields, they call it Macy's. It's Marshall
Right.
Fields still, right? But yeah, I get crazy about my Chicago stuff, guys. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's something to look forward to. Joey's always reached out, and Dr. Phillip with the link. And there's been times I work, but if I can be on, I'll be on. And if I can contribute, I will. But just knowing I'm a part of a group that's making an impact in the world and supporting each other, just a lot of love here and stuff. So that's all I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go off
And
camera.
thank you for last Friday too, Karen. Did you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for last Friday. Greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So Josie, did you want to tell Dr. Phillip your great news and how much you've lost?
Sure. I mean, well, as you know, I got surgery, and I've been really strict with myself, like really strict with myself. And as of, let's see, I did it on March 31st, and I've lost like 53 pounds so far.
Congratulations.
And still
Congratulations.
going
Wonderful.
and still losing. But like I said, I've been like following a diet, like I've been really strict with myself. Like no cheating, no nothing. It's been the hardest thing that I've ever done in my whole life. But I've
I know
stuck
I
to
told
it.
her, I told her to stick to some of the recipes that we had in the cookbook as well, Dr. Phillip.
Sure.
I know she's taking the xanthomist and the CelluV.
Mhm.
So I told her that the CelluV will help get all the skin back together as well, because she's losing the weight so rapidly.
Yeah.
And just to be a little bit more mindful about that too, in
Mhm.
regards to because the CelluV does help out with that. I know, and I've noticed it on myself.
Sure.
So I told her to do that as well in regards to it.
What about activity? What kind of activity can you do?
Oh, I've already like started going back. It's mostly walking. He wants to walk a lot right now.
Good. Good.
So that's what I've been doing.
And I
Nice.
also
Probably
told her
start
to include 2-pound weights to her walking as well,
Mhm.
Especially for her arms, and just to carry them with her while she's walking.
Sure. Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I even bought like a belt. It's like I saw it online where it supposedly helps you sweat, but it has arms as well. It goes half of my arm, and then it cinches, and then so it's like for exercising, so that when you walk or you're sweating more,
Okay.
especially in the abdominal area.
Okay. Make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids so you don't get
Yeah.
dehydrated.
Yeah, it's been so hard because I can't drink a lot of water like I used to.
Yeah. So
That's
it
what,
sips.
Yeah, I hate that. When I'm thirsty, I want to drink big gulps, and I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't. I just don't like. That's the only part that I don't like is that when
Mhm.
I can't drink as much water as I want to.
Mhm.
But it's a process.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No, congratulations.
Thank
And besides the arm weights, if those get kind of easy, then you can get little ankle weights, like little 1 pound ankle weights, and wrap those around your ankles. And you can walk with those, and that'll give you a little bit more resistance.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look for some of those.
Well, I'll tell you, to be whatever you want to call it, if you know any Five Below, I think is the name of the store.
Oh yeah.
I know they have them at near Golf Mill and all that. They have the ankle weights and the arm rate, the wrist weights and the dumbbells for a couple dollars.
Oh wow. Okay,
Mhm.
I'll have to go back
So
there.
you can get a pound, 2 pound, 3 and 5 pound, I think, on the
Oh wow.
ankle
Okay.
weights.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that. Okay. I
Yeah.
guess we'll be making a trip to Five Below tomorrow.
Yep.
And some of them you can get are adjustable, so it's essentially like a little pocket, and then you can put various weights in there, so that you can go all the way from 1 up to 5. So
Okay.
just see what's most cost affordable for you, and what you could easily afford, and go with that.
Will do.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard.
Mhm.
I mean, from going
Keep
to eating
remembering why
junk
you're
food.
doing it.
Yeah, I mean, from going and eating junk food galore, I was like, to just like pure health food. Like I just stick to very, very healthy food. And at work, they're always taking stuff,
Mhm.
all the time. Donuts, cookies. Oh, it's horrible. I'm always surrounded by junk food. But no, I resist. I resist.
Good for you. Maybe keep a diary of what you're doing, how you're doing, or a journal or something like that. And that might kind of help to reinforce your daily activity and your daily goals, and just reinforce the good work that you're doing.
Okay, I'll do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never thought of that, but yeah. Cool. I will do that.
Yeah, anything you can do to support
That is
yourself.
fabulous. Congratulations again.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's been one hard journey, but it's worth it because I feel real good. I feel way better than I ever did before in a
I
long
bet.
time.
Yeah, I bet.
But you had a question for Dr. Phillip, right? Josie?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Did you pass on the results?
Yes. Did you want to
Yeah,
go
that
over
was.
that?
Yeah, I can. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's the only thing that worries me is that I had my first set of my first blood work since the procedure, and my A1C is still high, and I'm just like worried about that. I don't understand if I haven't eaten any bad sugar, sugars, or I've been really, really, really good. Like, why is this staying high? What am I
Yeah,
doing wrong?
yeah. Hang on a second. Let me open them up, and then we can talk about them. Okay, so there's a couple things that are going on that can help kind of explain it.
Okay.
One is, and we kind of just already talked about this. There's a ratio called your BUN creatinine. That's a little bit high. And that means that you're not getting enough water. So
Oh.
even though it's a chore, if you can increase the water, that'll help your kidneys to work better.
Okay.
The other thing that was that didn't make sense is that your one-time blood sugar was 104. So that doesn't make sense with your A1C being 7.7. So, so there's something else going on. Could it be stress? Maybe.
I'm
Could,
always stressed.
could it be still somewhat of a post-surgical response? Because the A1C is a 90-day window. And if your procedure was in March,
Yeah, well, I mean, it was the last day, so might as well say April 1st because it was the 31st.
yeah, so your body is still gonna recover and change. So I wouldn't put a lot of credence into that. And then did they say anything about blood loss during surgery?
No.
No,
No.
because your RDW, which is a marker of your body producing more red blood cells, like it's trying to replace something, that was a little bit high, which is another stressor on the body. Then looking at your vitamins, your vitamin E is on the lower end, so it's not really optimal. And your folic acid, that's good. Your vitamin A is on the lower side, and vitamin D is on the lower side of optimal. K is on the lower side. B12 is good. Your minerals are good, so copper, zinc, those are good. So it seems like, and this is pretty typical, the fat soluble vitamins are not as optimal as they could be. So that just helps your body to work a little bit better. So what kind of supplements did they recommend for you?
They gave me the vitamins. I mean, they're the ones that give me the vitamins. And so I take, right now they're like, they look like Starburst because at the beginning he said, I can't handle pills right now. So they're like the chewable type, like cat candy. And then when I go back, because I'm supposed to go back in probably this week coming because I just got the results.
Okay.
And he said that from there he was going to see how I was doing. And then they would put me on normal vitamins, like the normal pill form, I guess. But
okay,
kind of want to stay on the chewable ones because they're better.
Yeah, no, I understand that. When are you taking them?
I take them in the morning, like because I take it's two little cubes, and then I have to wait 4 hours in between because I take an iron one. Because they say I have to wait at least 4 hours before I take the iron one. So I always take them around 9.
Okay.
9 in the morning.
So what do you have for breakfast?
For breakfast, I usually have like a yogurt. It's like an Oikos, like low sugar Greek yogurt.
Okay.
And I always put like some blueberries or strawberries in it. That's what I eat in the morning.
Okay.
And then I have in between, like before, and I eat lunch like at 1:30. And so I usually eat breakfast at around 7:30. It's early because I had to be at work at 7. And in between, if I get hungry, I always carry a protein shake with me.
Okay.
So that's usually and then for lunch, it just depends. I'll have like either like I make a chicken salad, or I'll have what do I have? Or I stir fry some chicken with some vegetables, or I'll have fish. That's usually what I eat.
Okay. The reason why I was asking is fat soluble vitamins. So the A, the E, the D, those are usually better absorbed with your highest fatty meal. So from everything that you described to me, it might be the chicken and fish that might be the highest fatty meal. So maybe you switch and you take the iron the first thing, and then 4 hours later you take your
vitamin.
chewables. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Switch it. Okay.
And then the other thing is you it's usually best to break your fast with a higher protein as low glycemic index meal as you can. So even though blueberries are a great antioxidant and a great fruit,
Mhm.
you probably don't want to break your fast with a fruit in the morning.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you want to have some fruit, throw it in your salad at lunchtime.
Okay.
So that this way you're breaking your fast with something that's relatively high in protein.
Like some boiled eggs?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you can afford it, organic eggs are going to be better for you.
Oh yeah, I buy those. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good. I didn't see, yeah, so I didn't see a lipid panel or any type of cholesterol. Have you had any issues with lipid or
I did.
cholesterol?
I did have high cholesterol,
How high?
but they had me on 2 medicines. So,
Really?
so that
Okay.
was pretty high, but I don't know if he tested. I guess he didn't test that.
No, I don't see it here. And to be honest with you, Josie, I'm kind of shocked that your A1C is high. So there's got to be something else going on, because I oversaw a bariatric surgery program when I was with Caesars Entertainment, and
Mhm.
virtually every patient, it, I, the only word I can really use is kind of miraculous. It seemed like every patient, the next day after surgery, they virtually reduced their medicines or eliminated their medicines, because the the surgical procedure physiologically changes the body so much that the brain and anatomy and the physiology says, hey, this is pretty drastic here. So we're going to kind of rethink everything, really.
Mhm.
So people have, like I said, gotten off of medicines or reduced their medicines dramatically. And then all their numbers correspondingly got better. So that's why I'm kind of confused on that
I know.
A1C.
Well,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah, it's almost like it's not
She
you.
was at 6, Dr. Phillip.
I'm sorry.
So Dr. Phillip, her A1C was at 6.2 when she was with us. So from 6.2 to 7.7, like that's a lot. That's why I was like, I need to talk to Dr. Phillip. I don't understand what's going on. It
Yeah. So
shouldn't be.
oops, we lost Jovi. Yeah, so that's why I said it's almost like it's not yours, or it could be a stress response, and that kind of makes sense because the RBC, the red blood cell numbers, are a little bit high, and A1C is tied to hemoglobin, which is part of the red blood cell. So I wouldn't worry about it, Josie. Don't worry about it. Okay. And then plus your one-time blood sugar marker, that glucose was 104. So yeah, don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, because I know after the surgery, I mean, like, I think it was a week before, I don't know, he told me stop all your medicine. Like, he's like, the
Yeah.
only thing, the only thing that I still take is my thyroid, because that is forever, because I have a thyroid problem. And I still take my blood pressure because it's still kind of high. It's not as high as it was before, but
Mhm.
I still have it a little high. He says, don't stop that until after, the first blood work, and then we're gonna see from there how it goes. I mean, I test it, and it runs still a little high, but it's not anything of like how it was before. Nothing
Okay.
like.
So
But
I
other
didn't
than that,
see, I didn't see
I don't
any,
feel anything.
I didn't see any thyroid tests. So I'm kind of
Not a thing.
surprised that there weren't any thyroid tests down here.
No,
When was the last time you had?
I'm gonna do I'm gonna set my appointment because I was waiting for this blood work first,
Mhm.
and but I'm going back to my doctor, my other doctor who's a specialist in diabetes and thyroid. I see a specialist for that. I was just waiting for these tests and to see what he said so that I can make my appointment. And I'm gonna have to get blood work again with them because I get it test regularly. Every 3 months, I get tested.
So, I just, so surgery was when? May 30,
March
what?
31st. March
March,
31st.
March 31st. Okay.
Mhm.
And I just noticed that these labs are only 2 months afterwards. So yeah, I wouldn't
Mm.
put a lot of credence into that A1C. Don't,
Oh.
Okay.
don't panic. But it would be interesting to get a current thyroid panel,
Yeah.
a current thyroid test, because for myself personally, I had a long-standing history of Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and
Mm.
anything that you can do to reduce inflammation, which you've started doing with the Soluvi and the Xanthomist. So
Mhm.
depending on what the next thyroid test come back, you might want to add the CBDA oil because that'll
Oh,
also help out with inflammation.
okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see what your next thyroid tests are.
Yeah, I'm gonna set it up this coming week. I'm gonna set
Oh.
up the appointment.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I
Very
said,
good.
I was just waiting for this first, and then so I can go back, and take them my results plus what I get from them and see what they say.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Then I'll pass it on and to Joey so she can send it to you.
Mhm. So since you had these drawn May 30th, no one's reviewed them with you?
The thing is, when I just called them like 2 days ago, and the lab had not sent it to them at all. They hadn't received them yet because I had to do it at a lab because they were going to charge me $300 if I did it with them. I was like, no. So I went to a lab that's right by them and not even a block
Okay.
away,
Okay.
and they hadn't sent them the results yet. So I was able to get them because I could go online and download them. So I ended up sending it to them myself. So
Yeah,
they have a lot of patience, a lot of patience.
yeah, it
So
looks
they're
like
just
they
waiting for
got,
him to review it.
yeah, it looks like they got reported on by LabCorp on Monday. So yeah, I can see why. Most physicians, it usually takes anywhere from a week to sometimes 2 weeks
Yeah.
in order to view anything. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and they're always packed with people.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, I wouldn't panic about any of those.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel better. I was just like,
Mhm.
I got worried when I saw it. I was like, what? Like,
No,
no, it can't be.
no, like I said, that it almost is like it's not your test because there would be no physiological reason to go from a 6.2 to a 7.7.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
especially with the fasting glucose being 104. So yeah, don't panic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I feel
That's
better
good to
now.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Very cool. Very cool. Good deal. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to hear what your doctor says and
Mhm.
make sure you get some thyroid tests.
Yeah, that's gonna be at least next week. I'm gonna call to set it up already.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I want to go back to my routine of every 3 months because that's when I always get checked.
Okay. And again, if you have the option, I'm putting in the chat the test that you need to get.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Dinner time.
Dinner time.
I I couldn't even finish my food. I can't finish it.
That's okay. Okay, so I put in the chat all the tests that you should get for your thyroid.
Okay. I'm gonna. Mm,
And
okay.
Got the screenshot if you need me to send it to you.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I did. I got
Okay,
it.
cool.
very good.
Yeah, I saved it.
Cool. Very
Well,
cool.
thank you so much for reviewing that for me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like I said, I feel a lot better. And send me the link for the so I can go into the shop and buy the oil.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Joe will do that for you.
Yeah, so that way I can buy it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. So
Okay.
Dr. Phillip, tell Josie about the xanthomist in Mexico. Because I know she's got a lot of family out there.
Yeah, so the interesting thing is that CTFO opened up Canada 2 years ago, maybe 3. And then just about 2 years ago, they opened up Europe. So they wanted to go into Mexico next because they have strong connections. They have a VP of marketing that's Hispanic, and she has a lot of experience in Mexico, Latin America. So I believe they're going to start taking pre-orders on June 12th. So that's this Monday. And then they have different types of incentives, founders clubs, and rewards for people that that are in Mexico that would then become a founding member, if you will. So obviously, Jovi has connections. There's a couple resort properties that we've been to. So we're going to reach out to the contacts there to see if we can get something built up there. My whole goal and my dream is to have a business meeting at one of these resort properties, and then we can write it off. So
I'm with you, Dr. Phillip.
yeah, yeah. But the big thing that they wanted to do was to start off with the Xanthomist because it's the easiest product that's the most recognizable, and it's been around for decades. And most people know it as a juice where you have to drink, like 2 or 3 quarts a day in order to get in a minuscule amount. Whereas with the spray, it's just 4 sprays a day, and that gives you 500 times the amount that you would get in like 2 or 3 quarts of the juice. So that's why
wow.
they felt it would be the kind of like the flagship product to premiere in Mexico. And then they anticipate sometime in September, the early part of September, with a full launch of the entire program.
Oh wow.
And again, the VP of marketing from CTFO, like I said, she's Hispanic, so she's going to be holding regular business seminars in Spanish. They've already set up web pages that'll be available on Monday that'll be in Spanish for people. So this way it'll be very easy to tell people about it and all the benefits, if you will.
Nice.
Yeah, and if there's anything I can help you out with, I would more than happy to help you out. Unfortunately, my Spanish is terrible, so you'd have to kind of translate for me. But anything I can help you do. Where do you have family at and friends?
I have family in San Luis Potosí and Mexico City.
Okay,
Mhm.
good deal. Good deal. I'll have to check with Gay, but I know the resorts that we visited are on kind of both coasts. One's in Cancun, and the other is in San Jose de Cabo, which I guess is
Oh,
just
the
south of
Cabo
Cabo
San
San
Lucas.
Lucas. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Cancun is pretty, so, and it's more tourist than anything.
It is. We went there for the first time a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago now, and it was just this long strip of hotels. I was
Yeah.
amazed at all the hotels there.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, and the one in San Juan de Cabo is because it's so far south of Cabo San Lucas, um, or is it San Jose? I always forget. It's either San Jose de Cabo or San Juan de Cabo. I always forget. But anyway, that's a lot more intimate, a lot more quaint. There's only about 4 or 5 properties around this area, so it's a lot quieter. But they each have their own attractions, if you will. But I like them both for different reasons. Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
real
anything
nice.
I can do to help out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sure.
Maybe I'll tell my cousin to see if he wants to do the products.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
he's in network marketing out there too, Dr. Phillip. Her
what's he doing
cousin.
now?
I don't know.
What
He
company
sells
is he
some,
with?
I don't know. I don't know what company. I don't remember the name of it,
Okay.
but it sells all kinds of things.
Okay. Yeah, I would be happy to talk to him along with her name is Evelyn or Evie. She's the one that's fluent. She can
He
talk to
speaks
him.
English as well, Dr. Phillip.
Yeah,
Okay.
he speaks
So
both.
he speaks both languages.
Okay. Some I don't know about your cousin, but sometimes there's a little bit better rapport that's kind of built within the native language. So whatever is easiest. So and the fact that he does speak English, then Stuart, one of the co-founders of the company, we can bring him on board because eventually we're going to need a property to host a meeting. So if it seems like most people are in Mexico City, then maybe that's where we have the first launch meeting. It kind of depends on where most of the people are kind of at, and that'll
Mhm.
dictate where the first launch meeting is at.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Cool. Very cool. Exciting.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool.
Yep.
So any other questions?
No, that's it for me. Everything's been answered for me.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, so if there's anything else that comes up, just message Jovi.
Okay.
And then Jovi, you're going to send us all the links, right, for Sunday?
Yes,
Cool.
I'll send it out to everyone.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, good deal.
Because it's just a website, Dr. Phillip. So it's a live website that they do it, that they upload it on.
Okay, but
And then there's a telephone number where you can call so you can ask questions and stuff.
there's no invite or invitation process or anything like that?
It's just a telephone number.
Okay.
Yeah. I
It
know
seems like
that's what I had asked last time too. And I asked Christopher the same question. But it's just that telephone number.
Okay, so maybe you can post it then on Facebook in the group or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very cool.
And I'll forward it to you too. Well, to everyone.
Okay, very cool.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Rita, enjoy Chicago.
I am and I will.
Good deal, good deal, good deal. Okay, everyone.
I'm
God
looking
bless you all.
forward to Sunday too.
Okay. We'll see you on Sunday.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, you have a wonderful evening. Joby, again, thank you for everything.
Thank
And
you.
everybody else, have a great evening. Enjoy
Yeah,
the
have a great
weekend.
day. Yeah, I gotta go because it's Manu's birthday. So.
All right.
Okay.
Wish her a happy
I'll talk to
Bye.
y'all later. I will.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right,
You
bye.
guys have a great one.
All right, guys.
Bye. See you on Sunday, Jim.
Yeah,
Okay.
just let me know the times and everything, Jovi, and add,
It's
like,
from, yeah, so it's gonna be in Oak Park. It's probably like around 12:30, 1 o'clock.
okay.
And do you guys want anything particular in your pizzas? I know, Jim, you said it didn't matter, but what about you, Bill?
No, I'm easy.
Okay, so a little bit of everything?
Sure.
Be
Sure,
fine?
why not?
Yeah?
Why not?
Why not? Sounds good.
But wait, so you guys,
Pepperoni.
are you guys heading home then, or
Huh?
are you two heading home, or?
No, we're in the north side right now. So I'm heading to go see Fernando, Fred's
Yep.
dad,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Tony. Yeah. So we meet up with them around 8:30, and then we're gonna take Rita to one of the buildings so she can go on the rooftop and see
Okay.
all
Okay.
Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
So that's where we're at right now. We're by Montrose and Ashland.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Oh, well.
Yeah. So like close by you.
Yeah, except I'm driving away from you right now.
He wants to stay as far away from you as possible.
I just
Right.
decided I'm gonna run to a movie.
There you go.
So,
To a movie?
Yep.
Oh, that's good.
yep. So that's where I'm Stephen King's
Alrighty.
Cookie Man. So I will see you guys. Like I said, just let me know, and I'll be there Sunday unless I get called into work.
Perfect. I will see you then, Jim.
Okay.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you.
I'll see you guys then.
All right.
All
Bye.
right.
See you Sunday.
Enjoy.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Wrong event. The development of a warm ocean current along the equator in the Pacific Ocean means the West is under warning to gear up for a very wet winter. This is ABC News.
The very same day that a Republican lawmaker revealed allegations from a previously undisclosed FBI memo that Ukraine did, in fact, bribe Joe Biden, Joe himself, and his son Hunter to the tune of $5 million each, the Biden DOJ announced that it would indict Donald Trump over his alleged mishandling of classified documents. We sometimes joke about these indictments. Oh, here they go again. Seems to me I've heard that song before. Which radical DA is exploiting a porn star or a gossip columnist or whoever to drag Trump over bogus charges this time? We sometimes say, this will only help Trump's political chances. His numbers are going to go up. Yeah, sure. This is a little bit different. This isn't some two-bit prosecutor in New York. This is the federal government, Joe Biden's federal government, indicting Joe Biden's chief political rival over an alleged crime that Trump not only could not have committed, because he couldn't have mishandled the classified documents, because as president, he had the right to declassify whatever he wanted, however he wanted to do it. But furthermore, it's over an alleged crime that Joe Biden himself committed. Joe Biden had classified documents strewn all over the place, unsecured in multiple states. And he committed that crime when he did not have the power to declassify those documents at will. The DOJ is indicting Trump for having some outdated physical copies of presidential documents in his home under lock and key, all with the full knowledge of the government, while Hillary Clinton stored classified contemporary information on an easily hackable home server and didn't get so much as a slap on the wrist. No Democrats have gotten in trouble at all for that. Donald Trump could go to prison for the rest of his life. Now, even Joe Biden's DOJ is not so reckless and stupid as to go after Trump on the classified documents charge per se, since they know as well as anyone that Trump had the right to declassify. So instead, they're going after him for violating the Espionage Act. You know that, super spy, Donald Trump, agent for Moscow, or whatever. The same nonsense they've been promoting for 7 years. It has now been totally disproven time and time again. They're going after him for, quote, gathering, transmitting, or losing information respecting the national defense. They're going after him for obstructing justice. Vague charges that are so obviously political that even my leftist doppelganger on MSNBC is admitting it.
You have to wonder if the Justice Department is considering whether there is some political solution to this criminal problem, whether part of the issue here is not just that Trump has committed crimes, but that Trump has committed crimes and plans on being back in the White House. Do they consider, as part of a potential plea offer, something that would proscribe him from running for office again? I don't know.
There it is. Or maybe they'll make a deal. We won't throw you in prison for the rest of your life, but you just got to stop running for office. I don't care, especially, not only do I not care how high your poll numbers are, especially when your poll numbers get high. We're going to stop you from running. We're going to stop people from having a chance to vote for you. How's that sound? Is that a good deal for this allegedly terrible crime? For all the pearl clutching over Trump's upending of norms and our sacred democracy, Trump pretty much just joked about it. Lock her up was a funny line against Hillary in a debate. It was not something that he ever seriously intended to do. When Democrats worried that locking up presidential candidates, to say nothing of former presidents, would send us fully into banana republic territory, they were right. That's why we didn't do it then. And that's exactly why they are doing it now. I'm Michael Knowles. This is the Michael Knowles Show.
took the midnight train just to see you born and raised in South Detroit. You took the midnight train